Oh, well, hey, Ben. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into Run the World. Hey y'all. Okay, listen, I'm really enjoying this show. Okay, I wish it was more talk about it on Twitter, social media. I wish more people were talking about this show. Okay, and more of you guys are actually watching this review, all of my reviews on Run the World. But I enjoy it, so I'm going to continue to review it. For the small amount of people that are enjoying it. Okay, we can definitely talk about it. So let's go ahead and kick things off with Renee. So Renee is at this apartment looking around, and I'm like, I know Renee not about to stay at this apartment because the apartment didn't really look like it was her speed. It didn't look like it was her style at all. And I said, I know she's not looking at moving into this apartment. I said, she got to be looking at this for somebody else. Okay. I said, is she trying to move her husband out? And that's exactly what it was. So we saw Renee meeting with someone. She wanted to give the guy until tomorrow to make a decision on whether she was going to secure the apartment or not. The guy told her she needs to move quickly and told her all of the things that she'll need to get the apartment, and she just decides to hand him a packet of all of her information. And I'm like, girl, you just asked this man to give you some time to think about the decision, and then you're gonna give him all of this information about you? Okay, do what you want to do, Renee, because you're gonna do that anyway, because that's just how you is. Okay, we see her get to the house. She sees her man there. She brings him something to eat. Even though she wants this divorce and she's sick of him, she still has that love and that care for him. I feel like that happens with a lot of people that are in their tough spots within their relationship and they happen to live together. It's like, I can't stand you. I wish you could leave today, but I still care about you and whether or not you eat today and all this other stuff, because that's what y'all are used to doing, looking after your partner and stuff, and you just care in general. So she's sitting down, and I also feel like she brought him his favorite food that he likes to eat to try and make him feel or butter him up so that she can convince him to take on this apartment, because she ends up giving him some paperwork, like a brochure. And she's like, hey, I went to this spot. I checked out the area. It looks really good. I think it'll be great. He was like, okay, cool. Who is it for? She like, for you. I think it's for you. I think you should do it. And he was like, oh, baby girl, I'm not gonna go nowhere. Okay. So she's a bit frustrated. She's like, listen, we both can't stay here. He's like, that's fine. Okay. You could go or whatever. She said that she had already put in the application for it and everything. And I'm just like, why are you already upset with this man for him running up your coins? And I definitely agree with you on that, but I wouldn't have went and applied for no apartment on him and put my credit on the line and doing nothing. He would have did it on his own, because that was the energy that I was getting from Renee. Renee, it seems like she's even willing to even pay any type of money to make sure he gets another house. And I'm like, girl, you might as well stay where y'all at until the lease is up or something. Okay, so y'all can truly go y'all separate ways. And you ain't got to cash out no extra money than what you need to from what you're already doing in your own house. So I don't know. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I could have missed some of it, but that's what they had. He said he ain't going nowhere. So she went to go and try to call Ella so she could talk to her about it. But honey, Ella is over there again DIC down. Okay, she over there again down. Okay, about Mr. Anderson, and she's loving it. And see, I'm seeing that this is what keeps her coming back to Anderson, and why she can't really connect with these other random dudes that she just pulls from out of nowhere. It's because, number one, she's still not over him. Okay, thinking that having a sexual encounter with a stranger or whoever is going to help her in any capacity. And I also because she can't find what she needs sexually, because I guess she's comparing them to Anderson, but Anderson was in there putting it down right, like she really wanted, playing his cards right. Maybe they could fall in love. That's what he was over there putting it down. So she kind of convinced him to come hang out with her and some of her good gay guys. And at first he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay at the house. I don't want to be questioned by a lot of people. And then he looked in the refrigerator and saw no food in the house. So he was like, okay, fine, I'll come with you. So they go. They have a good time while they're out. They're playing like a Mary F. Kill game or whatnot. He plays with them. It was just a good time. As they were walking and strolling, actually, before they got to the location, someone was saying, "Oh, you guys look good together." And she was like, "Oh, thanks, girl, but we're not together." He was just on some "thank you, I appreciate that." She was like, "Oh, baby, we're not together." He's like, "Why are you so sold on that?" I don't know why she's so sold on that. It's like she's trying to get what she wants, to satisfy herself, but still kind of punishing him. But I don't really blame her for that, because I don't know how to take Anderson, or where things are going to go with Anderson, because I still feel like he has a bit of F boy in him, right? That's how I feel about him. So I do think she should be on guard and cautious about him. So while they're out with the friends and they're eating, who do they end up seeing? They see Miss Whitney and Ola. So Whitney, she's chopping it up with her good girlfriend Ella, telling her, "Listen, we got to go and meet his sister to get more fabrics and stuff like that. I got to get everything together because, he's Nigerian." So she, when they do their weddings, everything is like completely different. They have it seems like multiple events as well as a wedding outside of what we may do traditionally over here in America. So she has to go get ready for that. Now she sees Anderson come out and she's like, "Oh, hey, Anderson." And she kept the smile on her face, but on the inside, she kind of felt the way. Number one, that her homegirl didn't tell her that she was back talking to Anderson. And number two, you back talking to Anderson on that level. So I know you FUCK'd him. I know you smashed him, girl. I know you did. So she gave her just a smile and just kept it moving. So they get to the location. They see Ola's sister there. She embraces her, takes her into the store so that they can find the right fabrics and things. Now while they were at this store, the sister kept kind of like trying to downplay her brother and more so big up Whitney. And Whitney wasn't really featuring it. She really didn't want to hear it. It was at one point she told her to stop it because she felt like her brother Ola is a really good man. He's the one that puts up with me more so than me having to put up with him. And she just didn't like that. And also what's really weighing on her is the fact that she cheated on this man and she's feeling guilty about cheating and just worrying and wondering whether or not she should still go through with this marriage, because she feels like it's still so much life that she hasn't lived. So they leave this event. Not so much as the event, but they leave the store, and then she meets up with Renee later. Renee's sitting up there having a cigarette. And I'm like, when did Renee start smoking and stuff? One second, guys. I'm trying to get me some water. Sorry about that. So they're sitting down and they're chatting it up. She's talking to Renee about her just feeling away and still feeling horrible about cheating on her man. And Renee assures her, like, "Girl, you're not a bad person. You're not a horrible person. Now, what you did may have been horrible, but girl, you're not a horrible person, okay?" And Renee starts going on a tangent about marriage and stuff like that. Like, okay, what will make you a horrible person is this, that. And she really turned it into a all about me segment and the traumas and the issues I have going on with myself and how she's soon to be divorced and she's separated from her husband and all this and that, because she's just going through her own issues as well. And Whitney had to tell her to Renee, "Come back, okay? We talking about me right now. We're not talking about you, girl, okay?" So they leave the spot where they are. Now, before they leave, Renee did tell her, like, "Listen, if you don't want to have this wedding, girl, you don't want to get married, you don't have to get married, I also don't think that you should ever tell Ola what you did because it was messed up. And you don't want to hurt him or put him through that. So, girl, just keep it to yourself. But if you don't want to get married, let me know and I'll pull off. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the getaway car, but I don't believe that that's what you want. I don't think you don't want to marry him or whatnot. You're just stuck in the space that you're in, because once again, Whitney still feel like she ain't lived her life. She hasn't lived her life. And I can understand that a little bit. I can understand that. But for me, it was like everything that she named that she hasn't done. It was like all of the negative things, the hurt things, the things women don't want. She's like, she hasn't had that. I'm trying to see if I may have wrote that down in my notes. Some of the things that she said, do I have any of that? I don't have that in my notes, but a lot of the things that she named were things that no woman would want to deal with. I think one of the things she talked about was being ghosted. I'm like, women don't like to be ghosted. Like, she's never been ghosted before, amongst other things. And it's like, girl, everything you mentioning, you should be glad that you don't have to go through, because a lot of women would love to be in your place. Okay, so they decided to head out because, mind you, Renee and Renee and Whitney were sitting up there drinking some little juices, okay? They look like little hugs juices, but I think they had alcohol in them, so she had pee. So they run to Sunday's house. They go and use the restroom. They convince Sunday on coming out of the house to hang with them. Sunday was like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm down. Let's go do it. Let's hang out. While they're out there, they're swinging on the swings. Renee is talking to them, complaining yet again about her man and how she wants him to get out of the house, and he's not willing to budge. Sunday encourages her to send him a text, and that is exactly what Renee did. She sent him a text, and that is going to backfire at a later time. Now, when the ladies leave from swinging in the park and stuff, they end up running into like some type of festival or dance. Something's going on. People just dancing. They're having a great time in the park. Now, Sunday's man meets her in the park. They're having a great time. He has his daughter out there. She's enjoying it. Next thing you know, we see Sunday and her man kiss. Now, the way they had the camera on her, I said, somebody's going to find out about this, okay? Somebody sees them because they're focusing on them too much in this scene, and that ended up being true, and I'll break that down once we get to that part. So afterwards, they get a call, or in the midst of it, they get a call from Ella telling them to link up with her. That's what they do. They link up with Barb and they link up with Ella, have a great time sitting up there chit-chatting and all of that. Mind you, some of the ladies is drunk, okay? Especially Sunday, all right? And a little bit of Renee. But Whitney wasn't really drunk for real. She's still stressed out, so she decided to skip out on the plug, go outside and have her a cigarette because she's still in her head, okay? Ella goes out to approach her, wondering why she out here smoking the cigarette, and it's because she still can't get the thoughts out of her head that she cheated on her man, okay? And not knowing where she wants to go with everything. So they end up going to another party, like next door or something, having a great time. Once they get once they get to the party and they're dancing and stuff, first of all, I don't know what the hell Barb was up there doing, jumping at people and then dancing at the same time, jumping at people and then again. I'm like, okay then, Barb, if that's how the dance go, girl, then get it down to the ground, then do what you gotta do, dance, honey. So we see that Sunday gets a text message from her man saying, listen, girl, you gotta go ahead and get home immediately. Like, we got something we need to talk about. It's an emergency. Next thing you know, we see where Ella got the text message, the eggplant from Anderson saying, girl, are you trying to get this deal or what you trying to do? She's like, oh, honey, I'm finna go. I'm gonna see y'all later. So she heads out. We see Whitney and Renee are still at the location. Now, once Miss Sunday gets to the house, she finds out that, yes, someone caught them kissing and have filed a complaint with the university. He has received an email, as well as Sunday has also received this email. I'm slick wondering if he probably sent it himself, because mind you, last week he was so ready for them to know anyway, and I feel like whether he would have went to them or somebody else would have told on them, they were going to get the same situation. I'm not sure what the email said. It may be that Sunday is going to have to withdraw from school and he's probably going to be punished and may not get his tenure with the university. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but whatever punishment is coming their way, I feel like it was going to happen whether somebody told on them or whether or not they did it themselves. Later on, we can see where Whitney is at the house. Her husband's like, or her fiance is like, hey, I got some food for you in the refrigerator. You can go ahead and eat on that. She goes in the refrigerator to get the food. As she's eating, she looks over at an image of them for like their save the dates. And then she just gets upset. And she's truly conflicted. And with all of the confliction that she's displaying, it makes me be like, girl, just call it quits. Just say you're not going to get married to this man because you are just too stressed out and you don't really want to move past the situation, which makes me believe that you really don't want to be married. So just go ahead and skip out, girl. Just don't even worry about it. She takes her whole plate of food and throw it on the floor. And I'm like, now why the hell would you do that? Was the trash can not far enough for you? She just throw everything on the floor. She mad because of some stuff that she did. Okay. Then we get to the house and we see Ella and her man Anderson getting some passionate love in. So Ella is loving some Anderson. We see what they have in common. Okay, I believe it's the DIC and the whole sexual encounter, the passion between them is what keeps calling her back to this man. Okay, it's the sexual energy or something. And then we see Miss Renee make it to the house. She's looking for her man. Okay, he's nowhere to be found. She goes to the living room. She sees, I guess, the shows that they were supposed to be binge watching together. She sees a post-it on the desk, on the table, and it says, "Hey, I got your message," or whatnot. And he said, "I got your message. Big moves. I'm out." So it sounds like when he said big moves, things are picking up for the band. So he decided to go ahead and peace out. That's what I took from it, unless it was that he got her message and decided to like really move on. Either way, it left her sitting there lonely and unhappy because she brought them some more food to the house. So I guess she started to regret her words for real of having him leave, because now she's at home. She's going to be lonely. She's going to be stuck with her own thoughts. I thought what was very interesting as I saw this, if you guys look at this, all of the ladies seem to be unhappy except for Ella. All of these ladies are just at a stage of disappointment, but Ella is the only person that's happy at this moment. I feel like it was the opposite in the beginning, even though Renee has always pretty much been on the rocks. But that's where these ladies are. So that's going to be interesting how the episode continues to unfold. I'm not sure how many episodes are in this season, but I really want to see where this goes. Is Jason going to come back to Renee? Is Whitney gonna complete this wedding? What's gonna happen with Sunday and her man? Like, do they have to break up in order to stay at the university, or are one of them gonna have to withdraw from the university? Because I don't know what the full details were within that email, but she was really upset about it. And then with Anderson and Ella, I just need to know, how far is this situation gonna go for them? Where is it going? Where are you taking us, Anderson? Where are you leading us to? Let me know. Okay. Overall, it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. Okay. And I appreciate the passionate sex they allowed Ella to have, because, honey, them other partners was not hitting on it, okay? So she needed a man with some color in him, okay? Because he got it in, all right? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts and everything down below about Run the World. Are you enjoying the season as much as I am? Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.